All right, so I had this minute inspiration. I've seen this movie, at least part of it, before, Frequencies. It just popped up on my YouTube again, and I watched the beginning. It's been quite a few years since I've seen it, so I really don't remember what it was about too much until I started watching it. Um, I could relate to that, the high frequency thing, and the emotional detachment. Um, I saw a comment on the video that said, just because somebody has a high frequency doesn't mean that they have low empathy. And I think it's misinterpreted, really, is what it's about. Um, my experience as a divine is that you are very empathetic on a different type of empathy and love. It's not what we perceive in the same way. Because when you come into the physical realm of experience through the exterior experience of control, because there is that, you see that as you're coming in, you have these energies purposely affecting you in a negative way to what we call ground you, and it's really confusing to divine as to why these negative energies are negative to divine when divine is all encompassing and loving and empathetic. But it's just a different type of experience. It's still connected, it's just muted. So, anyways, so it may come across as something else to other people, and of course, trauma has something to do with that too. The part that stuck out to me, and it did stick out to me the last time I watched it too, was when the girl and the boy stood in front of each other, the high frequency and the low frequency, and caused it to rain on his side, but not hers. But there was a reaction, and that's what they were waiting for. It took exactly a minute for it to happen. Well, I would assume that this goes on within each individual, this experience of high and low frequency, at least it does for me, simultaneously, and the explosive effect that it can have. And I've noticed this over time because it took me time to realize that everything that I am is a polar opposite. There's stuff in between, of course, everything from one end of the spectrum to the next, but everything about me reflects that. So, like when I came into this form, all the energy that I came through physically reflects it. So that's what I saw when I was looking at it. I was like, that's right. I remember that from the last time I watched it, having that same realization, and now it came up again. So it's like you have to be able to appreciate all aspects of who you are ultimately. And it's not easy in a world that is extremely judgmental. And it's not easy when you have conflicting energies like that. It's not really conflicting, they work together, but perception wise, it depends on where you are in your perception as far as your understanding of what that means. So if you don't have that great of awareness or capacity to comprehend what that means, a person with high frequency is going to come across as being very cold. And then someone with a lower frequency is going to be very emotionally driven. So, anyways, it's interesting. And I love it when stuff like that comes up, just when you need to see it or hear it or be reminded of it.